All right, Archero 2, the Abyssal Tide has shown up, and I actually love this thing. This is a ton of fun. Now with this game mode, this is going to be just kind of like endless, and you're going to go till you end up dying, and whatever time you have, that's kind of like your high score. The big reason you want to go and do this is for the Abyssal Stonework, and in order to go and cash these things in, which they don't really give you a good explanation. If you go over to your equipment tab, click on characters, you'll see a thing up in the top left, and this is just a way that you can increase your HP and your attack. Now, if you want to, you can go in and do the practice. I really don't see a point in this because after you do your 2 turns, you can just spend 100 gems and go in again and get more of these Abyssal Stoneworks. I myself played this about 8 or 9 times, and I went from 100 to 200 to 300 to 400. It looks like it's just going to keep on going, so you can play this really as much as you want. However, the chests down the bottom, there's only 3, and they're not really too difficult to get. I think my best time on this was 7.5 minutes, and there was some things that worked better than others. I did try both with the Griffin set and the Oracle set. However, though, the Oracle set does have a combo bonus going on right now in the game, so it kind of makes sense to go with that. But even if we didn't have that, I'd still say probably use that over the Griffin. This is going to be craziness with the amount of mobs that come at you. At first, not too bad, but it does get pretty insane after a little bit. The bosses don't really seem to be that strong. I mean, they're tanky, but they really don't hit that hard. I pretty much could just go up to them and take as much damage as I wanted to, and really it wasn't fizzling anything away. But some of the things I found worked incredibly well was the invincibility vial. That was a huge one, just to kind of have to go run over anytime I could, and anything that was going to increase my health. So the ones where if you grab a heart, that's going to have a chance of increasing your max HP, and then obviously going for things like the Venom skill, where you're going to heal up from hitting enemies, and even the actual Venom orbs themselves too, of having that. I'm big on playing with the orbs. I got the Saw Blade root on, and that's kind of what I was doing a lot, is just really stacking these things up, but it didn't seem like it was doing a lot of damage late game. However, though, it was healing me up pretty nice. One of the trickiest things you'll find is when the Valkyrie pops up, you're going to just want to run right over to it because it's like 10 seconds that it's going to be there. If you don't get to it, it disappears. So you got to keep that in mind, but you don't want to run right to it because there's going to be a lot of enemies in your way. So you just got to kind of stutter step over to it, and hopefully you get there in time. I also did try the skill where I could detach my weapon and run around. That didn't really seem too good. And even the charge attacks, as much as they do work well in like a seal battle, they weren't really doing us anything good here. Now, they do say the strength of the monsters is going to be based by your combat power, so you don't really necessarily need to go in with your best gear. However, having those legendaries over an epic, you're going to get those additional stats, which could end up helping out. I found most of the problems I was having was with the fireballs when I killed these guys, and even these lightning kind of ball orb things, they seem to sneak up on me and get me. I would say to take a really good look at what those buffs are beforehand and kind of decide to pick around them, because it does seem to make a difference when you do actually get them. As much as I'm not crazy about meteors, when I go in on this run, I'm probably going to end up grabbing them, and hopefully they do me halfway decent. They say this one's going to last for 28 days, so not sure what's going to happen after this, but overall, I think this is pretty much a hit here, and it's actually a lot of fun. But if you guys want to know why the Oracle set is such a good choice for this, take a look at this video right here. Thanks for watching, and remember, I pick my butt.